Hello everyone. Welcome to the demo session of web development course by CodXCrypt. My name is Snehil, and at the end of this demo session, you'll get familiar with the introduction of web and its mechanism. But before we begin, let's have a look at the agenda. We're going to discuss about the topics that you see on your screen right now, namely what is web server, and a web client. Next, we'll be talking about what is HTML, the structure of HTML files, and the editor for HTML. Then we'll write our first HTML program. And finally, we'll display our website in the browser. So let's begin with the demo session of web development course. Web development broadly refers to the task related to web applications or web pages. So let's begin with the first topic that we see on your screen. What is web? Web is basically the communication between a web server and a web client. But what do you mean by a web server and a web client? The image that you see right now on your screen represents the mechanism that happens across the web. When the user enter any website name in our browser sends a HTTP request to the web server, which means our browser is the web client. And when the web server receives a request from the client, it sends a response back to the web client. The response is called the HTTP response. And as a result, we see the website displayed on our screens. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And these are a set of rules or protocols that the web needs to follow to send the request and the response. So this is the basic process that happens across the web, or WWW, the World Wide Web. Now moving on to our next topic, the second one, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is basically the standard markup language for creating any web page or website. It is basically the first building block of any website. HTML describes the structure of the website, and it tells the browser how to display the content to the user. And it is, of course, an essential skill for any web developer. So now moving on to the structure of an HTML file. We'll be writing the code for HTML, where I'll explain the structure of the file. Firstly, we have doc type HTML. And what do you mean by doc type HTML? Doc type HTML is basically defines that this document is an HTML document. And after this doc type HTML, we have the HTML element, which has a starting tag and an ending tag. In this doc type HTML, the D needs to be capital. And in this HTML element, we have a starting tag and an ending tag. But what is this HTML element? HTML element is the root element of your HTML page. Whatever we write in this file is enclosed between these two tags. And enclosed between this HTML element, we have our head element, which also has a starting tag and an ending tag. But what is the head element? Head element, it describes the meta information about your website. But what do you mean by meta information? Meta information means the basic info of the website, which helps the user to find your website in the browser more easily and eventually helps in the search engine optimization. Basically, the head is information about your website. And inside this head element, we have the title element. And title is the same as we know it. The title is the title of your website. which is basically shown in the browser's title bar or known as the type. Uh, it is basically called a tab in the browser. Let's name our website first, and beneath this head element, we have a other element called body, which also has a starting tag and an ending tag. But what is body? Body element defines the document's body and is a container for all the visible content in the website, such as the heading, the text, the images, or the links that you see in the website. Everything that you see on your website is what we write enclosed in this body tag. Everything is written inside this body tag, and that is displayed in the website. And now, fourth topic we have here is the editor for HTML. You can use any text editor to write your HTML code. Presently in this video, I'm using VS Code, which is Visual Studio Code, which is what I prefer because of the features it provides, not only respective to HTML, but other programming languages as well. But it depends on you which editor you want to use, whether it be Atom, Sublime, Brackets, or even you can use Notepad as an editor. Every HTML file needs to have the extension of .html. Let's say you write your code in Notepad and save it as index.html. This file will be saved as an HTML file, and when you open it, it directly opens in the browser displaying your website. Now let's begin with the fifth topic, which is writing our first HTML program. As you guys already know about the structure of the HTML file, we'll begin with that and eventually add some content to our website now. In the body tag, let's add a heading called My First Website. And beneath that heading, I want a paragraph as My Website. All you need to do now is save this file, open this file in your browser. And as you can see the heading as the My First Website, and you can see the paragraph written beneath it as My Website. So this is how you create any HTML file with text under it. So this is all about HTML and how to display your HTML site in the browser. We just need to save the file with .html extension and open the file in the browser. And as I open the file in my browser, you can see the website got displayed. Let's revise what we have learned in this demo session. Starting with what is web. Web is the communication between a web server and a web client. The web client sends a request to the server, and the server responds back with the website. Moving on to the next, what is HTML? HTML is the first building block of any website, and it tells the browser what the content should be displayed and the structure of the website. But what is the structure of the HTML file? HTML file and the website is the same. So this is the structure of your HTML file, which has a doc type.html, which defines that this document which you're writing is an HTML document. And then you have the HTML element with a starting tag and an ending tag. Everything needs to be enclosed between these two tags, that is the head tag and the body tag. And head tag is the information about your website. And in the information, you have the title of your website, which is first. And in the body, you have the paragraph and the heading. And body is what you see on your website. You cannot see the head element displayed in a website, but you can see the body. And where you can see the title of your website is on the tab right now. So This tab that you have here is displayed as first. So that is the title of your website. And now the body is my first website as a heading and paragraph, my website. You need to save this file as .html and open it in the browser. That's it from the demo session, guys, about HTML, web, and its mechanism. And thank you.